Hey everyone, Liz here with a cold sniff candle review. This is a major fall 2020 lineup. I've got 8 candles here today. Most are new to me. Let's get started. First up is Cranberry Woods. I don't think I've ever actually burned a cranberry candle before. The frosted cranberry that comes out in the winter is definitely too bright and juicy for me from what I've heard and read. And last year, I think the Perfect Autumn has cranberry in it. I just remember it being very generic and wanting more from that cranberry. I hope I'm not misspeaking on that. This is okay. I want to like really hate it and just say that it's potpourri and generic, but it's not. You know, it's just not super exciting. The cranberry is bright and tart, but not overly so in a summer way. And then there's something else going on. It's cinnamon bark, I know. I don't really get that either. So it's not cranberry and spices. It's not overly done with like nutmeg and cinnamon. But I don't necessarily get the notes that they're going for. I think that they really could have amped up the wood in here and done like a really heavy wood note. I think that would have been bomb. But the wax on this is a gorgeous color, I will give it that. Tart cranberry, cinnamon bark, forest cedar, and golden amber. Yeah, the amber note, you know, that's one that flows through candles quite a bit. I just think that could have been really exciting. But since I don't have a candle like this, I'm gonna keep it and burn. Next up, this is not a new candle either, but I've never had it before. Pumpkin Bonfire. This label's actually really pretty. The stem of the leaves here is all cut out. So when that's lit, that's gonna look really, really beautiful. I ordered 2 of these. Mine shattered. I'll give the good one to Gideon, so I repotted mine. So he had this candle last year and I sniffed it, and I remember just not loving it. It just didn't knock my socks off. I didn't have that jealousy factor. I think I totally forgot that he had it, and so I bought it this year thinking that this was like, oh, I've never smelled that before. But this year, I quite like it. I think last year had like a really dark gray wax. The smoky note in this candle is awesome. But it's not smoky like Fireside. Fireside is like a real fire smell. This is, I mean, when you dance like that, it's a good candle, right? Yeah, it's, I'll read you what the smoky note is. Glowing embers, that's what it is. Yeah, it's just really nice. White pumpkin, bundle of clove buds, and glowing embers. This is just super pleasant. Really great blend of the pumpkin, the spice, and that kind of smoky note that, you know, that it really adds a warmth to the candle. That's what I'll say. Next up here, lemon lavender shortbread. I like this label actually. This is just a sticker that comes off, so I think this would be like a really cute subdued pot for my plants. This smells fantastic. This reminds me exactly of some rosemary lemon shortbread cookies that I bought on vacation last summer, because I don't get the lavender at all. The lavender is not there. I actually don't love the lavender scent. Really in any candle. I liked lavender marshmallow, but that's because I couldn't really smell the lavender either. It was just a really great marshmallow candle last winter. This just smells delicious. Right on, very, very true and authentic to a lemon shortbread cookie. Like buttery, flaky, I can like snap into it. I can like taste it in my mouth. which is great. That's never a bad thing when you're talking about an edible, scented candle. So sugared shortbread, zested lemons, and fresh lavender sprinkles. So I'm not mad that there's no lavender scent in this. And I'm excited about it. This is gonna be really yummy. Next up, again, labels. Talking a lot about labels today. This is real cute. Vampire blood. This is actually Gideon's candle. So this is from his order. So there are some places, in the country, in the world where Bath & Body Works candles are available where it's still toasty and really warm on October 31st. Not here, not where we are. He's not going to burn this for October at all. This is, it's just so fruity. It's just not a fit for Halloween here at all. Not that we have Halloween here. If you're new to my channel, I'm in Germany. He is in the Netherlands. This is not a bad candle. It just feels so off right now. It just doesn't feel appropriate. So there's fruit, but it's not punch you in the face, bright summer fruit. And then there's something else going on. I think the note is jasmine, but to me, I don't get that it's a floral note. It's quite hard to put my finger on what it is actually, but it's, so it actually reminds me of like a perfumey note, like a perfumey, maybe cologne-y note, because that note does warm it up a bit. And it actually reminds me of Into the Night. I don't have one here to compare it to. So he actually loved that candle and bought multiples. So, yeah. And I know that raspberry is not a note in this, but I get like a raspberry and perfumey vibe. Yes. Took me a moment to get there, but that's how I feel about it. Okay, blood red strawberry, midnight blooming jasmine, dark Transylvanian plum. Yeah, not a bad candle, just not fallish, and I do worry about the throw of this a little bit. It's definitely on the lighter side, so maybe in a smaller space. This one, I think, is a repackaged candle. Oh my God. Textured lid, super pretty, and just like so metallic and shiny. It's little wheat grains, if you will. So I think before it was called just Almond. And I wish I went back actually to look at my previous videos, because in the description I have every candle that I'm going to review. I think I had this before, but I couldn't buy it again. It wasn't available. But as soon as I smelled it, it immediately like smelled so familiar to me. I really think I've had this before. This smells like a body care product. Not like an almond that you would eat at all. It smells like a lotion that you would put on your body. And it smells really good. It's very, very strong, potent. But with that said, like with like Fireside Marshmallow, it's actually quite a light fragrance, but it's really strong, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's like really, really strong. Sweet almond blossom, vanilla orchid, and sandalwood. So that sandalwood, I think, is really what's giving it that like body care. But this is just like so pleasant. And I remember the last one having really good throw too. So I'm happy to have that back again. I don't like it when you repackage things and trick people into buying them, but since I don't have one of those already, I'm gonna let it fly this time. Welcome Home is a repurchase. So Gideon and I both got one of these in our most recent order. But I wanted to bring it up again because I actually prefer, I prefer Gather over it. Really like this candle, and I bought another one, so I've got already another one in my inventory. And the notes are actually kind of similar, and I think they have a similar fall vibe. But if you're asking me and you had to only choose one, I would go with Gather. It's stronger. So again, this was great because I bought it again. And I think the issue is on cold, it's just like a little bit waxy and just kind of like meh. But once it's burning and it warms up, everything melds together and it really is delightful. So just quickly, cinnamon sugar, warm apple butter, clove buds, and brown sugar. The clove is really subdued here. And it's just like something nondescript, baking, good yumminess. I don't super get apple. I don't super get clove. I don't super get brown sugar. It's just like, it's good, and yeah, and so, but I did get another one because I did like it. But this Gather is really nice. This reads, well, yeah, this is just like, so I really get the apples here, and I feel like there's more spice in this one, and there's no spice in it. It's bourbon glazed apple, maple sugar, and creamy vanilla. Yeah, this is just really amped up, turned on. And so that bourbon apple, bourbon glazed apple, I feel like is like almost like a dark rum. Well, I mean, what's the difference between dark rum and bourbon? But yeah, like a alcohol-y, boozy, reducing on the stove. And I really do feel like I get like a darker cinnamony kind of note in this, even though there is none. So I just wanted to kind of bring that up. So really, I recommend Gather. It was really good. And then, getting to be a long video here. This was totally new to me, and I really like it. Fresh Fall Morning. I do enjoy cologne scents. I probably won't do mahogany teakwood anymore. I'm over it. I've had it multiple times, and I think that there are other cologne candles that are better. And this is one of them. Yeah, it's just really nice. If my husband was squirting this all over his body, I'd be thrilled. Which again makes me wonder, is this a soap? Because I would like to maybe get it for him. This is just so nice. Citrus zest, woodland sage, and red delicious apples. I don't know if I would have picked out that apple note, but I have had the mahogany teakwood and apple and really liked that. And so I guess this kind of has that vibe now that I think about it. Ooh, I can kind of taste this in my mouth. It's strong. Yeah, and I get like a very soapy, cologne-y vibe. So if you're not into those things, I definitely would not recommend this candle to you. But if you like them, this is really, really nice. The citrus, also the citrus zest being the first note, I'm not getting a citrusy vibe here at all. I would say, is there pine in it? No, so woodland sage. Yeah, it's quite woodsy. Yes, I'm not getting the citrus or the apple, but just like woodsy and, yeah, and a bit, again, warm. Sorry. What is that on the side of your screen? It's a dog. So yeah, I really enjoyed most of these candles and think I will be repurchasing them again. So I'll get back to you with a post burn on them. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you get a great sale. Ciao.